Hello, my name is Anuj. In this video, I'm going to talk about files. So, what are files? So, when I say files, I mean .csv file, .doc file, .pdf file, .html, .txt, or any file, okay? And even folder, when I say that. .csv file, you must have seen Excel file and spreadsheet files. Basically, those files are .csv files. Okay, so so far the data we have used in the sessions have all been either coded right into the program, okay, PyCharm or VS Code means to say here, okay, you can see this is my data, or have been either entered by the user, okay. So when I say age equals to input and I say enter your enter age and TLS. And when I do this, I'm asking my user to do something here. Okay. So let's say they do this 32. So have been entered by the user. Okay. So, but in real life, data resides in files. Okay. Um, so yeah. So now I will show you how to save your data in a file and how to read data from a file. Okay. And how to edit data from in a file. Okay, so let's do that. So the first thing I will do, and you can see that when I create a file, okay, by default it will come here, okay, and in this folder, let me show you this folder, reveal in the file explorer, and you will see I have only two files here, okay, index and sales. So let me go back, and here, okay, so the first thing is I will create a file, okay, so open with open is a function, is a special keyword. You should write like this. Then in the quotes, I will write the name of my file. It could be really anything. Let's say menu.txt, okay, comma. Then I will tell that what do I want, what do I want with this file, okay? I want to write on this file. So that's why I'm writing W, okay? As, then I'm gonna write menu. Yeah, we will write something like, all right. So with open menu.txt and w as menu, now what I will do, so here I'm just saying that open the file and this is the name of my file and this is the operation, and whatever we have done here, please save all those things in a variable called menu, okay? So I don't need to do this again and again. So I will use this menu, okay, to do other things. All right. So let's say I'm gonna write this thing, okay? Let's say name equals to Alice, okay? And if I want to write Alice on my in this file, I will do this thing. So menu, I will call my file. Then I will say, okay, I want to write on this file. And what do I want to write? I want to write name, okay? And when I run it, you can see nothing has happened really here, but you can see I have a file here, okay? So I've created a file using Python, okay, menu.txt, and you can see I have a name there, okay, Alice. So this is the way I can, so it could be a paragraph, it could be like, it could be really anything, any sort of data, okay? So this is the way I will able to write, okay, in this file. So I'm saving my data here. Okay. So now how do we read a file? So let me come here and let me write something. I'm gonna write uh, and okay. So now I'm here. So what I will do, I will just change this operation R because I want to read this file. And what else I can, okay. So I want to read this file, and then I don't need this. And instead of write, I will say read. Okay. And in this, I don't need to write anything. And whatever the thing I'm getting from here, okay, or I can also do this print menu dot read like this. Okay, when I do this, you can see the names are here. This is the way I can read from a file like this. All right. Now, okay. So, okay. Now let's talk about the CSV, okay? So why do we care about CSV? We care about CSV because like most of the data we like to keep in spreadsheets, okay? So we keep our data in spreadsheet. In all the companies from big to small, they keep their data in a spreadsheet, okay? And if I want to create a spreadsheet, okay, it looks like this. Name, age, okay, maybe name and grade. So what is this? CSV means comma separated values. CSV. So here I write alias, and now I'm gonna write grade A. Okay, will B and Alex. Okay. Now let me save this file. So save as, and okay, I want to save this file here or maybe somewhere else. So learn Python. In this, the name of my file, let's say grade.csv. Okay, grade.csv. When I hit save, you will see a file here, grade.csv. Okay, but let me show you. If I open this file, uh, learn Python. It's okay, learn Python. So if I open this file, you will see, you can see this is a spreadsheet. Okay, so CSV, so Excel, Microsoft Excel or Google Sheet, okay, they can really understand this CSV, okay. And now we can see I have got these rows and the columns. I didn't do anything, okay. I just created a CSV file, but you can see here I have this data. Now, let me go back to my VS Code. Okay, so I'm here. Now, the first thing is I want to read this CSV file, okay. So if I want to read this CSV file, I will do something like this. With open, and the name of my file is grade.csv, and here I'm gonna write R as, it could be really anything, O file, okay. And I need to use a special method, okay. And the method is like this: csv dot dict dict reader, means dictionary reader, and I want to read a file, means to say this file, and I want to store the data in a variable, okay, could be really anything, a variable equals to CSV. Now you can see the yellow line is here, okay. So I need to go up and I need to call this module import CSV, okay. Now you can see the yellow line has gone. Now if I want to print this a variable, okay, always do remember you need to create a for loop, okay, because there are more than one dictionary, okay. So I'm gonna do for row in a variable like this. print, and then I'm gonna use this dict row. What is row? Row is this. What is a variable? In the variable, I have these. I have this data, and yeah. So let me do it again. CLS. So now you can see name, grade, Avril, and grade. Now you can see I created a dictionary. Okay, isn't that great that this is a CSV file, but when I when I'm reading it, I saved everything um in this dictionary. Okay, I created a dictionary. So yeah, so you can do something like that. Okay, when you are using your CSV files. Okay, so okay, now how do we create a file? So let me go back. I won't go back. I will edit few things here and there. Okay, so you would able to understand that what is the difference between when you create a file or sorry, when you read a file and when you write on this file. Okay, so the first thing I would do w a file, and you also need to do something else, which is field names, and this is a variable, and it could be really anything. So now I'm gonna write name and their age. Okay, so here you can see I have name and the grade. Now I'm creating a new file, and in this I want to have these field names. Okay, like this: name and grade, name and age. And this is a variable, and it could be really anything. Okay, not necessary to be field names. Okay, you can also say header. Okay, if you want to. So now I would like to change the name of my file because the grade.csv is already there. So let me call it age.csv w. And now if I want to write on a file, I also need to give some data. So data equals to, this is a list, and in this list I'm gonna save some data. Okay, so the first thing I would do is, let's say, Alice and 32, 32, and oh no, not like this, sorry, should be like this: name, then I will write Alice, comma, age, string, and now I'm gonna write 32, 32. Now comma, and I'll come here again. So name again, and let me let's say Avril, and age 27. 27. Okay, looks good. So this is data, this is my data, and these are field names. Now in here our variable equals to dict reader. So of course I want to write, so I'll just come here and I will write writer writer csv dot dict writer, and in this now I want to supply two things, and the first thing is a file, of course. Okay, and then I will also supply field name, field field names equals to this thing. Copy. So do remember that this field names should be, you should write field names. Okay, I'm not making this up. Okay, although you can change this name, field names, it is up to you. Okay, cool. Now I'm not reading it and I'm not printing it anything. So I'll just come here and I will write a variable. Okay, dot write header, and when I run this, means to say I'm taking all the fields I'm saving in a file. Okay, now a variable dot write rows, and in there I will fill this data. So yeah, so this is my data. These are my fields, and this is my function, csv.dictReader, file name, and the field names will come here, and the data comes here. Now let me run it, CLS. Okay, perfectly. So if I come here, age, I can see my data is here. All right, you can see name, age, and Avril. Great. So this is a way you would read from a file. All right. Now, okay.